Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
I'm gonna wait a little to see if it's coming or not. Okay, I'm not gonna wait during 10 minutes or more than that at some point. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Death Note Season 1, Episode 8. As you can hear, maybe, I think that you're gonna... Hola. The rain is already making a lot of noise. It's raining a lot. It's not a storm, but it's raining like it's a storm. It's really weird. So I'm sorry if it's disturbing for the sound, but today I need to film 3 videos, you know, so I'm not gonna wait for the rain to get out to go somewhere else. I need to film no matter what. I think that still you can hear me, and in case, you know, it's not working, you know that I have my backup, you know, recording for the sound, so I would put this one if really the sound of the camera is not great or something like that. Okay, I'm in for Death Note. I said it during the intro of the last episode, that's it, I love this show. I edited my reaction video about the last episode. If you want to see it, I'm gonna put the link. And I think that my review of the last episode was 20 minutes long, something like that. I had to edit a lot into it because I was repeating myself a lot because I was so passionate, you know, I was so into the episode, you know, with the action and all that. I was really like, oh, they did that, they did that, they did that, and I was repeating the same thing again and again. That's such a good sign, such a proof that that's it. I love this show, I really love it. I can talk about it during entire hours, and it's so great, and it's even better because it's not based on characters that I love. You know, I don't love these characters, I don't connect with them. I'm not like, oh, gee, you know, I'm not supporting them, I'm not cheering with them and all. They are interesting as fuck, they are clever as fuck, they are so great, so well written. The little things that we know about their background, and I think the things that we're gonna discover about their background, but their psychology, you know, how they are written, how they are built, how they are looking, but also their attitude, and also, you know, how they are functioning and all. That's so interesting, and that's so well done, so well built. I can see that they are thinking about everything. I mean, the writers, you know, they thought about everything to build these characters, about their attitude, about, you know, their defaults and their qualities. That's so well done. I don't love them, I don't connect with them, but as characters, how they are done, written, built and all, I love that. And that's so great, and the show is so well done. The last episode for me was a masterpiece for that, you know. Like, before the episode, I told you the girl is gonna die. No matter what, the girl is gonna die. The question of the episode, it's how. I said it during the intro, okay? I even said during the intro that it could be a potential suicidal, that Light had to be clever to make it, you know, without any public, without any person to see that, to not connect him with her death, that he had to get rid of her body, that the excuse for that could be to have her, you know, going away to kill her and make her body disappeared with a note like, it was too much for me, my fiancé just died and all, I'm going away, or a suicidal death, my fiancé just died, it's too much for me, I killed myself. I said it during the intro, so I knew what was gonna happen. But with the episode and all of what happened during it, they made me believe that maybe it was not gonna happen, and I was supporting the girl, and I was there like, okay, we have that potential solution, so at the end I was surprised that she died. Like, they totally got me with that beginning of the episode, me saying to you she's gonna die, end of the episode, me being sad that she died and being almost surprised that she died. It means for me, you know, that the writers played with my mind so well that they made me change my mind even without me being aware of it, for at the end giving to me what was supposed to happen in fact since the beginning, and that I myself planned that. And you know, regarding to what happened during this episode, it was just a conversation between two people for Light to do what was planned since the beginning of the episode. So, you know, if you are looking at it without being involved into the episode, just reading what happened during it, you can be like, nothing happened during this episode, it was not fun, it was not something big and important and all, we didn't progress with the Elle and Light situation and all. It's not an interesting episode. I think that it's one of my favorite, okay? Because of that, because it's the proof that these writers can play with my mind so well, can write that kind of things, and I loved it. I fucking loved it. That was so great. She died at the end, for sure she died. We didn't see it, which surprised me, because, you know, during all of the rest of the episode, we saw people dying, like the writers, they were really not shy with that, with showing us death of people. Really, we saw everything about it. So to not see her dying, it was, you know, made in a subtle way, almost in a poetic way. I think that it was great, you know, to honor her character, to be subtle with that, to not shock maybe also some viewers, and to, yes, to do it in a poetic way, to do it like that. But it surprised me, and I have, you know, that little doubt in my head that maybe she's not dead, but I really think in fact that she's dead. But yes, they made me believe that maybe she could not die. The fact that she didn't give her real name, she wanted to go back to the cops, and even if Light was insisting on the fact that you're doing that for nothing, she was insisting on going to see the cops no matter what. The guy, the agent, who was coming back at the same time, the fact that she knew her, so we were imagining potential things that could happen, you know, between the two of them meeting again and all. It was opening so many potential stories and all with her, with Elle and all. All of that built for making us think that maybe she's not gonna die, that's gonna happen like that, it's so great and all. But yes, at the end, she died. Light won. I think that it's gonna be like, yes, I won, you know, like, of course I was gonna win. How can you doubt about that? No, Ryuko, I don't need your eye and stuff like that. But something which was interesting for Light's character during the last episode is the fact that he panicked. At some point, he panicked. Okay, after that, you know, he found a solution, he played with her, he manipulated her well and all. But at some point, at one moment, he panicked. And it made me say stuff like, you're gonna be forced to kill her yourself. Like, we can see that Light can panic. And for someone who is so confident on himself and all, it was great to see him like that. And it's showing one of his weaknesses that I'm repeating since the beginning. Since the beginning, I'm saying that he's too confident on himself, and that in fact it's one of his weaknesses to be that confident on himself, to have so much ego, because when stuff happening like that, when he's losing the control of the situation, the guy is panicking. And right there, it was one little thing, you know, it was just one person on the street, you had possibilities, you know, to win no matter what. But imagine with other situations, with other confrontations with Elle, if we have a light who is panicking like that, it's not gonna be the same, really. That, you know, for the development of his character, that was really interesting to see him panicking. It's the proof that his ego is his weakness. That was great. For Elle, we didn't have a lot. We had this conversation, the heart of the conversation with the agents, you know, all of the toys, you know, that he gave to them, that what Harry gave to them, we saw his face. I thought at first, you know, that what Harry had to be related to Elle, like his father, his friend, or someone like that. With how he was treating Elle and all, it's almost like he's working for him since a long time, for his family since a long time. You know, it made me think of Alfred for Batman. Maybe it's something like that. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now because I'm gonna begin this episode. Like usually, you have my Patreon on which you have the episodes earlier, 1 week earlier for Death Note. Ooh, maybe more at the moment that I post this video on YouTube. You know, with La Casa de Papel Moneyist, which is gonna come, I know that it's disturbing a lot my usual schedule, so it's 1 or 2 weeks sooner for Patreon. Go check the description, I put that on the description, and I put also if I offered you the full or the extended reaction part on Patreon. If you can be interested by that, if you can be interested to support me also for 1 month or for more, it's on the description. Let's go for this episode. No rain anymore. If it can continue like that for the sound, you know, it can be great. And remember, I'm watching it in English without subtitles because I didn't find subtitles in English which are working with the English audio, you know. I found subtitles in English but which are working with the Japanese audio. So it's without subtitles. I'm only putting them back when it's things which are written because I don't speak Japanese. I know, it's surprising you. So it's like that. Just to warn you. Oh, and remember, my MacBook is getting old since a long time, but since weeks is showing me that it's getting old by making a lot of noise suddenly like that without any reason, and sometimes by crashing the video, by crashing what I'm doing, by not working at all. So if it's happening, I'm sorry for that. I need to change it, and like I said in other videos, I'm putting the money from Patreon somewhere since some months now to have enough to buy me a new computer, a new MacBook. 2012, this one, almost 10 years. You did a good job, but you need to rest, I know that. Soon I'm gonna be able to change you.
Let's see the following scenes again. Ray Penber passing the ticket gate on his way and then ignoring the train and finally the part where he dies on the platform. Okay.
You're getting comfortable. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Watabi. And at 4:40, he's holding what looks like an envelope when he passes through the ticket gate. Oh, you're right. It's there under his arm. It's gone. I can't believe you actually caught that. This to his personal effects.
You know that he gave it to someone.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Kira was on that train?
Aha!
It's impossible. Suzuki, head of Kira's Investigation Public Information Division. Ray Penber's fiancée. So it's her.
You're recognizing her.
Lady murder case, that's right. She was working under me. Well, apparently she's been missing since the day after her fiancé died. But now Misara I knew was strong. Not to mention she was also an excellent FBI agent. If anything, it's more likely she'd be trying to catch Q. In particular, he was assigned to 2 police officers, those closest to him.
Very well. Who are these 2 individuals he was investigating?
Kitamura, along with Detective Superintendent Yagami and their families. No evidence left in this.
That's such an evolution on your investigation.
It seems like you're pretty skilled with your hands. I bet you're pretty popular with the girls, aren't you?
Nah.
Has nothing to do with it.
Ryuko.
You told me you'd be willing to risk your lives for this investigation, but you wouldn't risk your jobs?
It's logical.
Not one of them seemed even the least bit suspicious. Even if there's only a 1% chance, we simply can't afford to ignore it.
Chief?
Just go ahead with it.
I love you more and more.
I don't want any blind
I
spots.
said it, you're maybe the only one with who I can connect.
Think about your family. You have a wife and daughter at home, don't you?
Yes, I'm well aware.
He's pragmatic.
But there is no point in doing any of this if we can't be thorough. Now I suggest you keep quiet.
That's it, I love you.
How long will it take to prepare the wiretaps and cameras we need?
Well, starting tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna have
At any time.
Light talking to himself. Is he gonna see it? Light? Oh, Ryuko is gonna see it.
You listening?
He knows that something is wrong.
Could he be hiding in there that he doesn't want anyone else to see?
For a 17-year-old kid, I wouldn't say this kind of behavior is particularly abnormal. Have you ever talked to your son about the investigation?
Of course not.
But he has access to your files.
It doesn't look like these codes have been bugged. I think we're safe. Listen to me. There's a very strong possibility that there are wiretaps. Left the paper in the door in a way that it would be obvious to anyone entering the room. The real test is the handle. Whenever I close the door, I adjust it slightly. Instead of letting it sit horizontally, I lower it by about 5 millimeters. Handle is all the way up. I can be fairly certain that someone was in my room.
You are so clever.
After I close the door, I take the pencil lead and rest it on the hinge in such a way that it will break if the door happens to be opened by anyone.
Okay, you know that they put camera in our fuck, so you're not gonna commit any mistake into your house. They can't get you like that.
So I guess it won't kill you to stop eating apples for a while. Apples are to me what cigarettes and alcohol are to you.
You're addicted to apples?
My body gets all twisted. I do handstands. It's not pretty. Unfortunately, I already gave Elle the hint that Shinigami love apples, so I just can't afford to take the risk. We'll have to find out where all the cameras are hidden. If you're lucky, you might find a blind spot where you can eat them without being seen.
You're gonna work for Light now, Ryuko? How about not taking a side? He's making you taking your side each time even more, Ryuko.
I find the cameras. I can't believe my son is looking at those magazines.
Yes, he's doing everything which can seem normal.
Are you honestly telling me that you suspect?
He's not doing what teenagers are supposed to do in front of these pictures.
Surveillance cameras in your house and the deputy.
I'm sorry.
I found a camera in the air conditioner. So they really put cameras in here. Given the situation, it's safer if I just assume I'm their prime suspect and the only one being watched.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dr. Ryuga! I swear he's perfect! How come no one in my class is like that?
Hello, Mr. Aizawa. One of the Kitamura is watching.
Why are you taking it like that?
He's not home, but the other 4 are watching while they eat dinner.
Please contact the broadcasters and tell them to play our message.
Very well. Understood.
Paul has decided to dispatch a force of 1,500 investigators to Japan. The investigators were drawn from the law enforcement agencies of its member nations.
That was your plan.
Regardless of whether this news is real or not, it's obvious they're just trying to evoke a reaction from me.
You have no reaction. You're a
It's the exact
robot.
same trick he used last
You're a
time.
psychotic person.
I mean, there's no point in making this announcement. If they're gonna send all these people here to investigate, shouldn't they keep it a secret? If you ask me, this is nothing more than a desperate attempt to shock Kira in the hopes that he'll reveal himself somehow.
Too much light.
Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Kira sees right through this.
Too much.
I found every camera they put in the house. I guess sure are a lot of cameras in this room. I counted
So many?
64 in total. What I want to know is how am I going to be able to eat apples?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's impossible now, isn't it? Judging by the number of cameras he's planted, he's planning to make a decision within a short period of time. This is the closest you can get. I've set things up so that criminals will continue to die over the next 3 weeks. All needs to see that criminals whose names are being broadcast continue to die while I have no access to that information. Symptoms are starting! I'm gonna show you, Elle.
He's not writing on this note, not now.
Information and my preparations, I can continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast on the news, studying for his entrance exams. Just watch me, Elle. I'll take a potato chip, and eat it. After dinner, your son just goes back to studying without turning on the TV or his computer.
It's because the entrance exams are 5 days away.
The witness to my alibi is L himself.
We're broadcast on the news. They both just died of sudden, inexplicable heart attacks. It's him again.
Your son's done nothing but study. Kira needs a name and a face. Without those, he can't kill.
That means my family has been cleared.
It doesn't make sense that Kira would kill 2 petty criminals right after their identities were broadcast. I know it's only the first day after the cameras were installed, but the Yagami household seems almost too innocent to me.
You didn't give up on them. On that possibility that it's one of them.
I can't say for sure whether you're extremely generous or just a spoiled brat. But didn't that mini LCD TV cost you $400?
It's the end? I'm surprised that it's the end. I was expecting, you know, to see Light going to have this camera or to have L sending someone to search into this garbage. I know that's what we want him to do because we saw that this camera was into that bag of chips and all, and we saw that L didn't give up on the possibility that it's one of them. You know, he said stuff like they're too innocent, you know, that what they did was really clearing them up, like even maybe too much, everything was too perfect. And what Light said after that spot, you know, that information on television, it was too obvious. Like, come on, Light, you played too much with that moment. It was almost like you were sending a message to L saying, see, I'm saying everything to prove you that I'm clever and to prove you that you can't get me with that message. I'm gonna play everything, you know, like the contrary of what you want me to do. It was too obvious that you wanted to send that message. I think that L got it because L said it. Is like Light, like Kira. He said that he was as childish than what Kira is, that he has the same reaction. We had the fiancé, you know, who said that Light made her think of L. I don't think that L bought everything, anything right there from Light, how he acted and all. You're still, or at least he's still suspicious. It's not gonna be enough to make him give up on the fact that maybe Light is Kira. And that's why at the end we want L to search in this garbage to know that there was a camera just right there. Light, you know, is clever by not going to search into the garbage to take the camera and all. I don't know why. I think that it's not over for that situation, you know, for the ships, the garbage, the camera. I think that it can be a clue, you know, like the fact that the death of this FBI agent with all of the other deaths of the other FBI agents and with the death of the fiancé of that FBI agent led them to suspect Light's family and also another guy. Because of that, this incident with the ship, the camera and all, I think that it's gonna have consequences also. Everything that happened had consequences. So this one had to have also consequences. The only death who didn't have consequences, and I think is gonna have consequences in the future, big ones that can prove them that it was Light, it's the death of that guy, you know, with the supermarket and all, the first death that he provoked into the street, like testing his stuff on the street and all because the girl was attacked, and that situation, I think that when they're gonna understand that Light can provoke other deaths than just heart attack, they're gonna understand that this death was one of the first deaths, and it can be something to catch light, you know, a camera into that place, into the supermarket with him writing something on the death note. I think that this death is going to be really important, but before that they need to understand that it can provoke other deaths than just heart attacks with the hijacking bus situation. We progressed a lot into this episode. You know, I said during my intro that if you are looking at the last episode from another side, from just what happened into it, written like the actions that happened, you can think that in fact nothing happened, someone died, someone that was supposed to die died, that's it. But I said it during my intro, for me it was a masterpiece because it was just that, and they made an entire episode about that, and with so many things that made us believe that maybe she was not gonna die, and all that was such a masterpiece for that. During this episode we progressed a lot, like Elle learning that the fiancé died, making the connection with who the FBI agent was following, saying it to all of the cops present, to the chief. That's it, I love the chief. I said it since episodes, I thought that he would be the only one with maybe who I can connect and that I can appreciate, that I can love, and that's it. I admire that character so much, I have so much respect for that character. He's so brave, he's so clever, he's following Elle, you know, he understood everything that Elle is saying and that Elle is forced to do, like right there, to accept that someone is following your family and to continue to follow them, to investigate on them, and to do it with Elle commenting everything about your family and all. Yes, I love the chief, that's it. So yes, we had the chief discovering that Elle followed his family and that now his family, you know, they are the main suspects on this investigation. Light discovering about the camera, Light discussing with Ryuko about the camera and forcing Ryuko to search for all of the cameras, to tell him where they are. I'm gonna come back to that. Ryuko, that discussion about the apples, that's so fun. He's really a funny character into this show, Ryuko. It's so great. Light acting normal, you know, with these magazines, with studying like that, and in fact provoking a death in front of Elle, like he didn't do it, you know, all of that strategic plan and all. But Light also committing a mistake with seeing that in front of the television, you know, reading that message. Too much. For me it was really sending the message, I know your game, Elle, I know what you want, and I'm gonna give you the contrary. But you're saying it so much like that, with that intention, that your intention is obvious for everyone on the place, not for your dad, because your dad is gonna be like, that's it, you have the proof that he's not Kira, like he said the contrary that Kira would have said, but it's so much the contrary that for me it's the proof that you're Kira. Do you understand what I mean? And I think that Elle is thinking like that also. Oh, that was so great. That game between them, and the fact that they are both so clever, and the fact that they are both trying to understand the other one but also to anticipate what the other one can do. Or maybe not, you know. You know, the main weakness of Light is the fact that he has too much ego, he's too confident on himself, and at some point it's gonna be his weakness, you know. He has trouble to deal with situations when things are not happening like he wants and all. We saw that with the FBI agent fiancé. So that's his big weakness, to be so confident on himself. The weakness that I can see for now for Elle, it's the fact that he's just following Kira's plan, you know, like he's just following his actions. He's not trying to anticipate how Kira is gonna act, what Kira is gonna do. For now, he's just following Kira. is not anticipating what Kira wants and does. And that's his weakness for now. The main quality of the two of them, you know, it's the fact that they are so clever. One of Earl's quality is the fact that he has doubts, you know, he is not confident on himself like Light is. Like, right there during this episode, he said it, there is 10% of chance that this is that, there is 50% of chance that this is that. Like, he's letting open other possibilities, other solutions. He is not sure of anything, and that's a big quality in my opinion. One other big quality of Light, you know, they are both clever, but really Light is planning everything so well and in advance. He has really some steps, you know, in advance for his plan, for what he can do and all. He's really organized for that. He's really planning everything, and that's why he's so in advance. Elle is only following Kira for now. You know, Elle, he needs to anticipate things more. You know, he said Kira is acting like me. Now, Elle, you need to think like Kira. You need to be like what Kira is gonna do next. Do you understand what I mean? I think that he needs to put himself into that situation to maybe win at the end. I said it, I don't love any of these characters because I'm not connecting with the two of them at all. They are really difficult for me to connect with, but I love the characters, how they are written, how they are built, how clever they are and all. I love them, the two of them for that, equally. But if I have to take a side, of course I'm on Earl's side, just because I want to stop Light. The psychotic Light who is killing everyone, all of the persons that he wants just like that, and wants to be considered as God, you know, the future God because of that. I want Earl to stop Light, so I'm on Earl's side because of that. But they are both so clever and all, I can appreciate all of the things that they are doing, both of them, including Light, and how he's planning everything like that and all. That's so great. Oof! That was a strong episode, you know, for all of the informations that we learned, but also all of what happened during it. You know, the last episode was more emotionally big than really for the informations, big for what happened during it and all. This one, it was really about the informations and what happened. So great! And such a good mix, you know, of rhythm and all between episodes. I love that. Okay, so it's all for Death Note for today. Now I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of Firefly. If you can be interested by that, I'm reacting to Firefly, and I'm gonna watch the 2 last episodes of the season, of the only season today. Not the movie, I don't think that I have the time to watch the movie today. But still, 2 episodes of Firefly, that's gonna be great. So it's all for you and for me for Death Note for today. So it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.